And today we playing some Madden 17, and I got it just yesterday. Let's do this. Oh. Patriots. Patriots.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's do this, guys. Ooh. Come on, get him. Yes.
Yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
Mike, yes.
The University of Alabama, a big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he's going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
We always like to talk about defense
I
in
don't want
terms
to
of
make
levels.
this.
First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Guys, this game was like a couple days ago. They won in third, first.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Don't accept, please don't. No.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They come out here in the eye. McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Partner, we know today's NFL.
Come on, we can't let him get a touchdown.
These short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as
and he'll get in. Touchdown.
They got a touchdown. We got blocked.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So as the Lions retake the field, we got to get this nugget out there. And I said earlier that these Detroit Lions have trailed in the 4th quarter of every game this season. The only other team in the NFL that can say that, the Browns, who are winless. So they're kind of playing with fire a little bit.
It's an amazing case study, isn't it? Because as you noted, the Browns are winless. And you would expect to be if you've trailed in the 4th quarter of all your games. But the Lions, on the other hand, trailed in the 4th quarter every single game Yeah, they're 6-4 and lead the NFC North. You're right, they're playing with fire, and they want to do it differently. But what an amazing, exciting, thrilling ride the Lions are taking their fans on.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football,
The perfect pass on him.
in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10.
Oh, guys, you just got a big first and goal. Dang, dude.
You can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays. That's often the difference in winning.
Oh, we got stiffed arm. The ball got deflected.
Second down following the incompletion.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the ball
Did this
away
thing
on an
hit that
attempted
fumble?
touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. The left side caught
No, hold on, get him,
The 20, 10,
get him, no.
Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs taking it in. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run, it's your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 50.
Yeah, dude.
You want to play Madden 17?
What?
I'll play Madden 17.
Yeah. I was just playing the Detroit Lions versus Minnesota.
15-yard line.
What? I know I put frosting in my mouth. Then I looked like a Green Bay Packers fan. I'm like, what's wrong? What? Oh, you did? Why is it 6 a minute? Aww. Any gold players in the Madden 17 Quest a major series, EA Sports. Watch D. Jones live Friday, December 2nd. Twitch TV. Group D. Strength, full player, editing, jumping, throwing. Super strong.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
Why did they say it's Madden? This is Madden 17 on EA Sports.
It's Newton's Panthers going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's get up to
That's just weird.
Detroit. Here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL.
Oh crap! I thought you were doing onside.
As we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions.
I messed up on that play.
101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means
No.
stop. Looks like you
Madden 17.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
This is Stewart again. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point.
No safe. What? I didn't even go down in there. My knee didn't go down. That's not fair. My knee didn't go down.
Just keep going further and further back.
Just fall down. Just fall down at some point instead of getting driven back into your own end zone. That play's definitely not salvageable. You end up costing your team points.
I didn't even fall down in the end zone. That's not fair.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite
Boom.
got hit.
I almost sacked you, but I pressed square to it.
And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, I deflected it. I'm like, boom.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays for defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other
pretty bad.
defense is higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Ooh, with a juke. And Stewart lost the football. It's loose.
No.
Ooh, I got the ball back.
Wait, was my knee down? I think my...
Still amaze me because
That was not down. You can't challenge plays either.
Wait, no. I pressed X. I pressed, there you go.
Good luck finding it.
Who paused? I didn't pause.
No, I did. It won't let you replay it. I can see it. Well, it's my ball, I guess.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle.
No. And it wasn't even fair on the 2 point.
Marvin Jones, 70 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Martin now, following the score as he'll send this one away.
I told Dad just to get the big jumbo pack.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time the
Blue, mine is green.
And they were in enemy territory, so that had
Plus, I already used it.
Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, they run with Stewart. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game.
Type fake putt.
And get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss. Another toss play begins with the guy taking this.
Okay, well, okay. I was just wondering.
The real intrigue is, can they seal
And you
the
probably
edge,
know
whether it's an offensive
that.
tackle or a tight end?
Yeah.
And look at this, it's a fake.
Oh, I thought you said I could.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Covering.
Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Stafford, he finds the tight end Harbor, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play,
It was almost offside.
don't help the team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
Yes!
Like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to give a lot of credit to their defensive
Ooh,
teammates.
I got a lot of yards on there.
On that last series,
So close to first down.
they did so, that allowed allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yes, first down.
Things a little bit, won't it? Maybe play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. The win over the Saints for Ted Ginn, it was an interesting one. He had a touchdown overturned, saying his knee was down at the 1, and then later had one overturned that said it was a touchdown when they originally said it was not. So whatever the case, he did get in.
It was a very strange night for him, a lot of flip-flopping on the calls, but ultimately he scored his first touchdown of the year, and that was unusual in and of itself because when he's a Carolina Panther, he tends to find the end zone pretty frequently.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped short thereafter. Just a yard on the game there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Third down, still 14 yards left.
How do you spell decoration?
They come out here in the eye. Again, they'll go on the ground with Whitaker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth.
What?
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's Extra the Football as we
What?
begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation.
I don't know. But probably not.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Cause
On fourth down, Newton. And Ginn's got it. That'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky.
why am I doing the stupid same play?
Well, the analytics say to punt the football there. Looking for Benjamin,
What?
but it's intercepted.
No!
And it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I didn't even mean to do that play like that.
The last drive,
You're looking for Benjamin. Hit up.
I didn't mean to do the same play. I'm like,
mentality this quarter.
Benjamin, hit up.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now your field goal kicker, you got to
I wonder if that was a Hail Mary.
when we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Diamond just made me pick the wrong play.
They go back to Riddick. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the ground, it's Riddick. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be
Trying to juke me out, huh?
near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out with one back,
let's do this.
3 tight ends. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
You almost catched it, and I almost intercepted it.
But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
It looked like I was going to intercept it to me.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So they will go for it. Stafford. They get it complete to Anquan Boldin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either
Dang,
felt like they had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Call it gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going
I run backwards right before you ran backwards. Whoa. That sack was crazy.
Take him down and take us to the 2-minute warning.
You're not going to make it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short.
That
No
was
good.
close.
And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is
I knew I wouldn't make
when you
it.
attempt a long field goal. If you
Yeah,
miss, the
that's
defense
how you
takes
do
over
it,
the spot of the
but I
placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
I was guessing it was going to go too high or something.
After the INT on the last drive.
Or
And
like
it's hauled in
you
by
would just
Dixon.
miss it.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle.
What?
That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because you're able to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets
I
his
won't,
drop
because I got a
back.
first down.
When you have that type of height, he can
Unless
stay
my
in
first
there.
down
If he's
won't
willing
count.
to take
Whoops.
the hits and just fire over the top,
Except
which saves
that
him
next
time
it.
and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Stewart is the lone setback. And no escaping this
A
time.
sack?
He'll go down.
Crap, you did that good.
You're doing a Panthers go, aren't you?
For a loss of 7.
I know, but I was going to pass it far. I was going to do it to the, I was going to pass it to XK.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. The catch made over the
Oh.
middle again. Touchdown.
I did that to you yesterday. How do you do like celebration?
Again.
You hold L2 and R1 and X.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it
I
to
was
me.
stuck.
I'll take
I
care
was
of the rest
stuck
of it.
on that because I didn't read it. I don't read them.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in.
Wait, why did I go for a 2-point?
It's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead.
I'm like, why did I go for a 2-point? I thought that was I just pressed X. That was weird.
Go now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for them.
Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Stafford now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'm like, oh crap. Then I'm like, oh yes.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on third.
What the heck?
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have
You're
to be
behind the line.
Playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you can zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Again, it's Stafford. And no escaping this time.
I knew I would sack you if I did that. Blitz.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a time.
Hey, don't skip this. I want to see Papa John's. Oh crap! I wanted to see Papa John's pizza.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Roberts on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
What the heck?
They like what they did in the first half. That worked
That's
okay.
it.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Whoop.
Down he goes.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down after a good game.
Don't accept that.
Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty.
8 yards.
They'll come out
Dang.
in the pistol. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free. And
They were fighting.
down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the
Yes.
Well, let me sneak this in. I know we both wanted the opportunity now to say thanks to the Madden community for all their feedback. We've been doing these updates for a while now, and it's been a fun
Do you know
ride,
how
and
stiff
a lot of
arm?
thanks to the
Because I
people
do.
behind the scenes.
tremendous teammates and colleagues that we have. I know we're the front people, the voices, but they're the ones doing the work, and it is a phenomenal job that they do each and every week, especially to come in here and turn this around. These LCUs that everyone gets to put into their game, phenomenal. And it's
Short
just great. We
pass,
certainly
then
hope that
run.
the Madden community continues to enjoy
Wait,
them.
why did
Yeah,
I do
really
the
appreciate
same?
everyone's passion and enthusiasm. Looking forward to the road ahead.
Yeah, a lot of smart Madden fans out there.
On first down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I'm be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often
Let's see.
physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the
I'm
incomplete
red.
pass. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. Room here to run. There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 33 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they recoup and recover. Second and 10, Stafford again. And the pressure gets to him.
Yes,
Brings
sack.
him down. Stafford is sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack.
Third and
Bring up
21.
third.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on third down.
5 defensive backs. And Jones hands it over the middle. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
44.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. It's brought in by Bolden. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding.
I like these
there on that fourth
graphics.
down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of
Well, at
relief.
least you don't have Calvin Johnson complete these.
You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Caught right side, Tate. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, if you do
Second
read man
and
coverage,
medium.
Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Stafford.
What was that?
Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it third down.
Third and medium.
Right now, there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it
Bad.
Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And
That shouldn't count. My game was lagging. Oh my god.
Eric Ebron, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
What?
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20.
You have to leave?
At the 22-yard line.
No, I see it.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Huh.
Last time they were out, they
Oh.
scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on this.
Kelvin Benjamin past the 20.
Yes!
He's going to be marked down deep in Detroit
First and long.
territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
So close.
67 yards.
Thank you, Austin.
Stewart is the lone setback. Newton now to throw.
Whoa, how did you deflect that?
Target, and it's second down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like the guy playing out.
Under a heavy rush and down
What?
he goes.
No way!
In there to pick up his second sack now of the
Brick.
afternoon. Back now at Ford Field.
I'm putting
Very
it.
hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal
Wah,
separating these two teams
wah.
as we get set for the
Yes!
fourth quarter.
I thought I was putting it. Perfect.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. Third and long, it's Newton. Can't find anyone open. And he's got his receiver.
Yes,
Ginn for a
touchdown!
touchdown.
Not down though.
Ted Ginn. Second touchdown.
I was not-
of the afternoon.
I was
And the
not out of
Panthers have
bounds.
taken the lead here in the fourth.
Perfect.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Roberts on the return.
Someone's last name is Cash.
And Detroit
Your foot
gets
almost
set to
went on my head.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great
I'm ready.
air attack.
Over.
Did they stick with that?
Targets, carry.
Because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Interception.
Intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
Yes.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they
I got this. I'm getting for all 3 broken tackles. That's what it just
You
said.
can see the sideline really get into the game. How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure's always a concern.
Get a first down.
Pressure. I'd love to see if they dial it up this drive.
That's it. That's it.
Stewart is the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the
First
down.
down.
at the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense...
That was a big fail.
They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8,
So where am I going? Oh, perfect.
pressure on your big offensive offensive line.
This is Rutherford.
No.
The play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen,
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh,
Here's a
whoops.
big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to float this one. And look at this.
Oh.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be...
Am I gonna win you on Madden 17? I don't
and I
know.
can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show the quarterback,
Like,
get a little confidence in him. And
Your coach looks weird.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now it's down.
You're a sack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Thomas Davis coming in.
I'm
from
just
that outside
blitzing you.
linebacker spot to bury him for a loss
Yeah,
of
but
7.
what blitz are you doing?
So a big
I'm doing
sack on
safety
2nd down.
blitzes.
Now let's see what the offense has in
I'm doing a
store for
safety
3rd.
blitz. That's what I'm doing.
Now a play fake, and it's
For sure what
Stafford.
I'm doing.
It's caught. Jones.
He's like, take some of my chest.
For a good game. So the offense has it 1st
2-minute
and 10.
warning.
Time for a break.
You might want to get a
To see what
touchdown.
happens for this. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half,
If
looks
you
like
get a
they just
touchdown,
wanted
I'm
to
gonna
find
have
way
to get a
get it in the
touchdown,
hands of their
so.
playmaker, and they did. Marvin Jones.
And yep, I have to get a touchdown to win this game. 1 touchdown, and I win.
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start
No.
celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover
Ha!
it well.
That was stupid.
The decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the
No.
only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Perfect.
Stewart is the one set back. They'll look to throw. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. 3rd down here. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete.
No! I should have just putted it. I gotta tackle you 4 times now. I'm gonna put it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All I have to do is tackle you 4 times, and I'm gonna put it.
Stafford gonna throw it. And he'll get it
No!
into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Crap!
Marvin Jones, an 18-yard touchdown
Crap!
grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, it's real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now.
No!
I'm looking at what you're facing, I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
If I'm gonna win this game, I'm doing a long pass.
Newton to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls that never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys.
No, I'm losing against
this offensive line. They lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Stewart is the lone setback. Newton now to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 73 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And the kicker failed to get the ball 10 yards down the field. That's a penalty.
You have one job. Get the ball 10 yards or more downfield as the kicker. He failed to execute.
Throwing here, Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Come on, I need to intercept this.
First down pass play. Now it's second down. Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for
Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in.
I'm excited.
To a big drop.
No. Don't.
Detroit. Eric Ebron, 36 yards, and the Lions add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown in this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
So close to blocking that. I was just so close to blocking that kick. I'm getting this touchdown. If I can touch this, oh.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
And you're playing catch-up.
Ted Ginn's going to go. 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devin Taylor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Roberts on the return. Uses this stiff arm. And Detroit getting set to go now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he's intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have time here, Carter, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know they're...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And it's going to seal this victory as time runs out. On hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
If I just had stopped that ball, I would have won.
Okay, I'm back.
I won.
That was stupid. If I got that ball, I would probably broke that tackle.
Do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say
9
so
more
long
yards
from
passed.
Ford Field.
Danny, man, how do you feel about that?
Awesome, because I was so close to winning.
Oh, look.
If I had like 30 seconds, I would have won that. Let's play another one, okay?
I gotta poop.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Guys, we're gonna wait for Cameron. Corona 01. Just right there. Right there. Guys, if I had 30 seconds, I would have won. And I wonder who watched my broadcast. That's why I don't want to know. And guys, we're gonna do a like spike right now. 1, 2, 3. Like spike. Boom, baby. Let's do this. Guys, we must beat Cameron. Must. Must means must.